Hello, you beautiful human beings. It's your host, Morgan, and I'm back with another mini pod Monday. Today, guys, I am actually so slow. I am filming this right now. I have a train to go back home. I'm on spring break right now, and that train leaves at 10:20. I am starting this podcast at 9:38. So I'm going to be trying to squeeze in as many little updates and just talk maybe a little bit faster than I normally do, just to get as much content into this one as I can. Like, once I go home, I know that I'm not going to film the podcast, so I might as well do it here in my little studio area before I go off and forget about it. I've got multiple hours on the bus because I take a coach bus home to edit this, so let's do it. I'm so excited. I just created my first own little intro outro thing. I know it's nothing professional, but we're working on it, and I'm proud that I was able to learn how to make one in general. So yeah, roll that clip. Alright guys, first and foremost, I have some amazing news. I am so excited. It is raining so hard outside. It is raining cats and dogs. I never even understood that saying, like, why cats and dogs out of anything. But it's literally like the whole sea just evaporated and is being released outside. And I have a 10-minute walk to the bus station, so I'm not really excited about that. But anyway, I got distracted so quickly already. Woo woo! Guys, we won our case against our realty company. Why do I feel like they're listening, like just lurking around? Like, it'd be so crazy if we found they had cameras inside of our place or something like that. I don't know, maybe I'm paranoid, but anyway, I'll say it quietly. We won. We got our money. It was payday for me and my roommates. And the hassle and struggle of this whole ordeal is finally over. We were having some crazy things going on, and our realty company was trying to deny it. They were charging us like super high utility bills, as I said before, and basically we ended up getting repaid for all of the utility bills that we've paid the whole entire time that we were leased here. And they're not charging us for the remainder of our lease for any utilities. So, guys, I was so geeked. I feel like I put my heart and soul into fighting this, and we finally got our reparations. So praise the higher powers, I guess. I was just watching a podcast on religion actually earlier, and I think the whole concept of religion is so incredibly strange, because it's like, on one hand, I think religions are really good for giving people purpose and allowing them to have faith in something, but also there are a lot of religions that take things like very far and have a lot of rules and are very strict, and I feel like restrain themselves from certain aspects of life just because of the old book. Okay, let me not say that. I respect the Bible, respect the Torah, respect whatever holy book, but at the same time, it's like you're basing your entire life, and everybody around you is basing their lives off of a book at the end of the day. So you don't know where that book came from. But anyway, religion is not on the panel of discussion. You can actually see my little suitcase if you're watching the visual version. I'm packed and ready to go. Guys, I got like 20 more minutes. I cannot be running on a tangent like this. Anyway, moving on. I am currently on spring break. First off, I just want to say that I am incredibly grateful to be where I am. I think life could always be a lot harder. I am extremely grateful for what I have. Now, with that being said, sometimes you still get disappointed in life, right? And so for spring break, I wanted to go somewhere really bad. And with the newly refunded money, I was like, now I have the funds to go too. And so originally me and my friends were talking about Florida, and then people started dropping off and they couldn't go, and I was looking at maybe doing like Tennessee or Texas, and it's just like, at the end of the day, the plans didn't work out, and my spring break is not, it hasn't looked like I wanted it to look, but honestly, it's not the end of the world. We graduate in 2 months. I will be able to do whatever I want. I could travel. I can like stock up money until then. I have options, but going onto social media and seeing every everybody and all the locations that you were like looking at and trying to plan for is a little bit not even frustrating or sad. I don't know the right word. It's just like you don't want to see it, right? I feel like everybody that I know ended up in 5 different spots. It was like Punta Cana, which I'm pretty sure is Mexico. I'm geographically challenged, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, Punta Cana, any of the like party beach areas in Florida. I know we were specifically looking at, I don't even remember what the location was because I'm honestly really bad at names. But, you know, you have Miami, I think Key West, Palm Springs, Daytona, like a bunch of different beaches out there. So I know the one that we were looking at is like something city.
It's Panama City, genius.
I had never heard of it until my friends brought it up. But yeah, I just have like the memory of a gerbil, so you probably know what I'm talking about if you're more educated than I am. So moving on, recently something that I have been just learning a lot about and trying to implement myself is how to heal in more productive ways. And maybe I've talked about this before, but I think that nowadays there's so many different ways to cope with things that are going on in your life, things that you're struggling with, and they're just really unhealthy. You've got alcohol, there's like drugs, there's social media, the endless scrolling, the immersing yourself into a different world, like people who sit there and play video games all day or sit there and watch an 8-season series in one week. You know what I mean? Like there are just so many ways to distract yourself from reality nowadays. And I think I've been really trying to find the people and find the resources who are doing it in more productive ways. For example, for me, music is a very productive outlet if I'm feeling really strong emotions or there's something that's bothering me, or let's say I'm in a fight with somebody. Instead of immediately texting them, I might sit down and like write a song about it. that sounds a little crazy, but also journaling. I love to write in my notes. Anything like that, it just helps me process what I'm feeling, like really collect my thoughts before I take action. I've just been looking into other forms of processing rather than intaking. And I feel like the podcast is also a creative outlet for me because I get to sit here and talk about what's going on in my life. And even if nobody's watching, like this helps me. This is a journal for myself to look back on. And hopefully one day I'll be able to see how far I came. And yeah, life is just so exciting when you really think about it. We're a little blip on this earth for so long and then we're gone. And you have the chance to actually make an impact, but it's really up to you. Like you could live off of the bare minimum and go live in the Smoky Mountains or some forest somewhere and have a very simple life. Or you could choose to become a politician, an actress, some big figure in the world and make an impact. And I think both lives are fine. It's what you want to do. But me personally, I want to find a way to make your mark on the world. My Disney kids will know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then that's really awkward and I'm sorry. But anyway, moving on. The last 2 podcasts I've had guests on, I love them. I love my friends very much and dearly, and I'm happy that they were willing to come on, and I'm very appreciative of that. I'm trying to decide whether I like the single podcast or if I like having other guests on. I think I'm just going to do a combination of both. I sometimes think I have a little bit more energy, or when I'm on camera with other people, I'm just constantly worried about how I look because I know when I'm talking and it's just me, I can edit things out. If I say something that I don't like, or if there's just like a facial expression that I made that I don't think looks good on me, I can cut it out. But when I'm with another person and they're talking, I'm not just going to cut out like a segment of what they're saying because of the way that I look. So I feel like I became like overly conscious. The first episode, I did not care. I was like slouched over and belly out. It was not cute. So then the second episode, I'm sitting there so overly conscious, touching my hair often and just looking at the viewfinder like every 2 seconds to make sure that I don't look like a complete and utter fool like I did the first time. But I'm just trying to find like a happy balance. I think I'll get used to it. We're still in the beginning stages, but you know the drill. It's a process I'm learning, and I'm still excited to see how many episodes I can get into. Today is Thursday, March 14th. The time change happened a couple couple days ago. I think it was on Tuesday or Monday, don't quote me. But I've just seen a couple of different videos online of people saying like how confusing the time changes and how nobody ever really realizes. Like, I had no idea that the time was going to change, and most people don't. You know, it just kind of happens. We lost an hour, so we lost an hour of sleep that day. And you wake up and you're just confused and you're like, oh, things feel a little bit off. It's weird. You're kind of confused. And then you don't even realize what happens until you look at another clock. Let's say it's like the oven clock or the clock in your car, and it's a different time than your phone. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, Matrix. You know, it's weird. And I just feel like daylight savings should be something that is on all of the calendars. Like, why don't we get an alert? Why is it not a more commonly known thing? I feel like it needs to be on every single calendar. Like, put it on my email, Outlook's calendar, put it in my planner, put it in my phone. Somebody's got to alert people that we're going to lose an hour. That's crazy. I just feel blindsided. I feel victimized. I feel like I'm looking to sue, but there's nobody there. And so, yeah, somebody make that happen, please. Moving on, since I did not go somewhere for spring break, I've been home. And I've been hanging with friends too. It's not like I didn't do anything. You know, I've gone out, I've gone on my hot girl walks, but definitely I've been a little bored. So I've been on YouTube a lot. And guys, my new two obsessions, Tara Yummy and Alex Earl. I don't know why I like per month find some different person to fixate on and just watch like all their videos and get engulfed in whatever. But I do, and this month it's Tara and Alex. I think they're so interesting. I'm really drawn to like watching females with really strong personalities, and I think I can't sit here and vouch for them completely because I don't know them as human beings. I just know what they portray online. But I look at them and I see them going on podcasts and doing big things and traveling, and I'm like, wow, I'm kind of living vicariously through these people right now, but also it's inspiration to me. It's like, this is what I want to do. These are women who are doing the things that I want to be doing in the future. So I think it's okay to find people who you look up to, or okay, that's a stretch, but like find people that you enjoy watching, that you can relate to their content in a sense, but also don't ever idolize people because like I said, I only know what they put online and they could be completely different people. And I think that they're genuine, which is why I'm attracted to the content that they make. They're very open and honest and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I'm talking too long about them. Like, this is my podcast, not them. But yeah, love them. If you don't know who it is, look it up. Guys, I went on a little shopping spree. Since I didn't go anywhere over spring break, I was like, I would be spending so much more money than if I were to just go to the mall and get a couple cute things that I like. So that's what I did. And I love shopping. I don't know why. I actually get serotonin from shopping. Like, it's pretty bad. It makes me so happy. I'm not gonna lie. I got some jewelry. I got some new pants, clothes. I didn't get any new shoes, but I got like makeup and just whatever that I needed, whatever I was running out of, I restocked on. And it just made me the happiest girl in the world. Like, I can't even explain it to you. I love shopping. I think a lot of girls can relate. There's just something about it. It's just like new things, new shiny toys. It's so exciting. Also, over break, I've really been trying to spend some time figuring out where I want to move. I think right now my like main options are Chicago. The most recent one that I've been looking at is Nashville, Tennessee, actually. I know that's so random, but I kind of been enjoying the country vibes lately, and I've never visited Nashville. I've been in Gatlinburg and like different areas, but not Nashville specifically. So I want to go down and see what's happening down there. I know taxes and cost of living is a little bit easier than where I am currently or where I'm looking to move in the future. Like some place like New York or LA, those are both very expensive places, and you kind of have to have your money up in order to live there. And so, yeah, I've also been looking at a couple places in Florida, Austin, Dallas, Houston, and Texas. And I think there's a couple places in North Carolina that I was looking at and considering. Yeah, and then I guess just New York because there's endless opportunities there. But guys, I'm a little 5'2" girl. Like, I think New York would chew me up and eat me out But also, I could have the time of my life there. It's like either or, you know? But I don't really want to move to New York and like get stabbed on the subway one day and just have my life end as quickly as it began. Just for being somewhere that I shouldn't. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't feel as safe as I do in other places if I were to move to New York. I feel like I'd feel a lot safer in Nashville than if I were to be in the heart of New York. Just because I always hear crazy things going on. But crazy things happen everywhere. I realize I'm not just on New York. I just saw lightning through my shades. I don't know. Wait, why is thunder scary sometimes? Oh my god, that just made my heart jump. Bruh. Anyway, I do not want to go out. I've got to walk to that bus in 10 minutes, and it is pouring still. I just got an umbrella on my shopping spree, though. See how things work out? Like, I'm so excited. I haven't had an umbrella in probably 3 to 4 months or something like that. Like, somebody I know broke my umbrella, never paid me back to get a new umbrella. I don't think. If they did, then I'm being salty for no reason. I'm sorry. But yeah, they broke my umbrella, and then I just didn't have an umbrella until about 3 days ago. So I'm so smart. It's like I'm a psychic or something, and I prepared for this day specifically. I'm just feeling really proud. Girl boss. I'm an adult. Yeah. I have 1 semester left of school. Life is moving so fast. Things are getting really crazy. I'm excited because my schedule is going to be a little bit lighter. I had 3 classes a week that I no longer am taking because it was an 8-week course. So I've just got 8 weeks to grind it out, take my finals, get my diploma, and we're out of here, baby! I have some genuinely like wild stories to tell you guys. But the problem is I am searching for a job right now, and I don't want to be putting out just crazy things onto the internet. I think privacy is essential in this stage of life that I'm at because employers look at what you do. I'm sure they're probably going to come across this at some point. And I just have to be careful what I put out, you know? I'm not saying like I'm doing anything super outrageous. I'm not robbing stores or nothing too crazy, but I lived on a college campus for 4 years, on a big campus. And so you see some things. Some things happen. But yeah, I think once I'm no longer in this setting, once I've settled down, get a job, and I've moved to wherever I am, then I will feel more comfortable opening up and just spilling the tea for real and explaining what my experience was like. I'm excited for that day to come, but until then, you guys only get the basics, so sorry. I have to be on this bus in 15 minutes, so I gotta go. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I appreciate the support, and I will see you next Monday with episode 9, I think. Oh my god. We're making moves, guys. We're making moves. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you later.